Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, and here we are playing another 1976 Yankees game using Fall Classic Baseball. Hope everybody's in the mood for a Saturday afternoon baseball game. It's the New York Yankees, 76 New York Yankees, with Mickey Rivers in center field, Roy White in left field, and Thurman Munson as catcher, batting third. Let's get a little bit. Bring this up just a little bit. There we go. All right, and it's Lou Piniella cleanup, Chambliss at first base, Nettles, the third baseman, Healy, the DH, Randolph at second base. He's been in and out of the lineup over the last month, and I kind of researched what was wrong, and he was misdiagnosed by the team doctor, and later he was outspoken about it. He was told that it was uh, uh, a bruise to his knee, and it was actually torn ligaments. So he had a lot of basically a lot of trouble with this knee that the pain wouldn't go away, and it wouldn't allow him to go back on balls, and so on and so forth. He eventually went to another doctor, and they diagnosed it properly and said that he had torn ligaments. So he's in the lineup today. He may only be in the lineup one day. Now he's doing well. He's batting 318, and for the Kansas City Royals, the home team, it's Tom Poquette in Minnesota, George Brett, Mayberry, the first baseman. Cleanup is, fifth is DH Hal Mcrae. Al Cowan is the right fielder. Frank White, the second baseman. Shortstop Freddie Patek, and the catcher Buck Martinez. Let's play ball. All right, it's Andy Hassler on the mound. He's a lefty versus Doc Ellis. Now, Doc Ellis has pitched much better of late. He struggled starting the season, but he's kind of been his old self. And we are going to use cards a couple innings. Let's pull a card here. Mickey Rivers, and that's an 11, and that's a bouncer up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. So Rivers, who's having a great season, batting 350. In reality, he batted 312, but he constantly gets all kinds of hits. Everything goes his way. Roy White is up next. And that's a 36. It'll be a ground ball. This may be a double play. He's batting righty, so that's going to be to the shortstop, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. So the Royals turn it. Yes, they do. Let me get some things out of the way here. Let me double check. White is a strong, and Patek is an average. Okay. So 2 outs. 6-4-3 double play. 2 away, and who's up next? Thurman Munson with a 56, a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Here come the Royals. No score with the Royals coming back. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Remember to like and subscribe my channel. Tom Poquette leading off, 32, and 32 will be an out, kind of an out. It's a ground ball to short. I'm using the cards, the fast action cards. Amos Otis is next, 56. Strike 3, got him looking. Backwards K, so that's a 6-3 and a strikeout. And next is Brett. Brett, always a dangerous hitter. That's a out, and that will be bounced to the first baseman. Chambliss takes it himself. 3 up and 3 down for Ellis. Easy inning for the Doc. Top of the second. Lou Piniella, 56, and he swings and misses at a curveball. Back to the bench he goes. Chris Chambliss with a 53 and a 7. That's going to be a double down the line unless Mayberry can get to it, and Mayberry does. Great range for Mayberry. And that was a 53. It'll be a flip to the, oh, actually, no, he takes it himself. G3. So Rob's Chambliss of a double. And here's Greg Nettles, 36, and that'll be grounded to the second baseman, Frank White, for the out. 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the second. John Mayberry leading off with an 11, and that is a bouncer to the first baseman, flips to the pitcher, Ellis covering, so it's Chambliss to Ellis. Hal Mcrae, DH, 14, and that is ground ball up the middle. Stanley gets there, throw to first, and in time. Hold on a second. Let me get down here. 3-1, and then it's 6-3. Kind of fell behind a little bit there. Cowens is up next. All right, Cowens, 264, and that's an out. It's a fly ball left field. Over near the line is Roy White, and got it. Oh, that was 6-3, and then fly out 7. And that is 3 up and 3 down for the second consecutive inning. Let's clean that up real quick here. No score in this game. And up to bat, bottom of the order, Healy, Randolph. Fran Healy, the DH, Randolph, and Stanley. Sometimes you wonder how they won the AL East with this Healy as their DH. Not a great hitter. That's a 15, and that is right back to Hassler. Throws him out. 1 away. Randolph, 26, and that against the lefty, that's line base hit. So he rips one for a single, and Randolph is on at first. Fred Stanley's next. Let Stanley bat. Stanley batted 243 in the replay. In reality, he batted 238. That's a 41. That should be a base on balls, and it is. Ball 4 to Stanley. So we got runners on first and second. The Yankees have something going. Mickey Rivers is up. The pitch to Rivers, and that's a 23, which is some sort of an out. He's a lefty, first and second. It's going to be bounced to the first baseman, who flips to the pitcher, covering both runners advance, 3-1. And with second and third and 2 outs, here's Roy White batting from the right side against the lefty. That's a 54. That's going to be a special case. It's going to be a 17. His wild pitch is 17, so it is a wild pitch. Both runners. Oh no, that was second and third. So runner will score. On a wild pitch. One nothing Yankees. Roy White, 365. That's a pitcher home run, 1-3, and the number is a 16. So no home run. That'll be a fly ball to right. Under it is Cowens, and that retires the side. 1 run on 1 hit and a walk and a wild pitch, and we move to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Yankees. So Roy White flies out to right. And it's Frank White with a 3 of 32, and that is bounced to short. Picked up by Stanley, throws a strike to Chambliss. 6-3. Freddie Pontek, and that's a 46 with a 17. That's a drive in the gap. Pontek is going to try for 2. Here's a throw to second, and he is safe under the tag. A double for Pontek. Stretched it into a double. And here's Buck Martinez, the pitch, and that's a 25, which will be an out. Righty, third base, runner will hold. So to Nettles, he looks Pontek back. It's 2 out now in the top of the order for the Royals. Remember, the Yanks are up 1-0. Here's Tom Poquette. Here's the pitch, a 63, and that will retire the side. Poquette bounces out to Randolph at second, sidearms it to Chambliss, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, 1-0 Yankees, top of the 4th inning. Thurman Munson, Lou Piniella, and Chris Chambliss. And that's a 14, will be a fly ball. River, excuse me, Otis in center field puts it away for the first out. Next up is Piniella, an 11, and that is bounced to first. Flip to the pitcher, Hassler covering 3-1. And here's Chris Chambliss, 64, and that's another out. Bounce to second base, picked up by White. Over to first baseman Mayberry, 3 up and 3 down. Easy inning for Hassler. All right, bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Yankees. Otis, 36, and that'll be a line out to left, so rips it, but Roy White positioned perfectly. So it's an L7. George Brett is next, and that's a 36 on Brett, and that'll be a bouncer to second base. Randolph sets his feet, throws him out, 2 down. Mayberry with a 42, and that is ball 4. He walks. Takes the 3-2 pitch outside. He's on at first with 2 outs. Here's Hal Mcrae, the always dangerous Hal Mcrae. And 54, we're going to check for that. That's going to be, again, a wild pitch on Ellis, and blocked by Munson. Let's do it again. Hal Mcrae with the pitch, and a 51. That's going to be an error check on the second baseman. Randolph will get it. Throws him out at second, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Actually, a walk, no hits, 1 left, and we move to the top of the fifth, 1-0 Yankees. You get an amazing number of different out types in this game. You get 6 U's, you get 4 U's, you get line drives around, you get pop-ups to all the positions. It's very well distributed. Greg Nettles. And also you'll sometimes get 3 ground balls at second base. Greg Nettles. It's a 31. That's bounced up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. So Nettles is on with a single. He's batting .243. That goes up a couple of points. Fran Healy's next. Here's the pitch. And we are in the 5th inning, so that's going to be a 66. And that's a drive, and that's going to be 1 hop off the wall. Let's see if Nettles can score. Left fielder's arm. They are going to wave Nettles home, and the ball is cut off. So it's a 2-0 lead. RBI double for Fran Healy. Drives in Nettles. All right, next up is Willie Randolph. Here's the pitch, and that's a 42. That should be a base on balls, and it is. Randolph walks. So Hassler struggling a little bit here in the top of the 5th. Stanley with nobody out, he's going to square away. He's a 5-bunter, and it is a good bunt. Goes to the third baseman. 5-4. So second and third now. And Mickey Rivers is up. Hassler against Rivers. Hassler is a beast. We're going to intentionally walk Rivers to load the bases to set up a potential double play situation. And we're going to play the infield corners in and middle halfway. See what happens. Roy White. Here's a pitch. That's a 45. Will be a ground ball to the shortstop, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, and they get out of the inning. Wow, that worked exactly as we had planned it. 1 run comes in on a couple of hits, but Roy White grounds into a 6-4-3 double play for the 2nd time today, and he's unhappy with himself. And that prevents a big inning. Now, Hassler is a ground ball pitcher. You see some G's on his card here, some out G's. A righty hits it to the shortstop, and the lefty hits it to the second baseman. So that's gotten Hassler out of a couple of jams. He's going to be Al Cowan starting off the bottom of the fifth, with Doc Ellis having a great day. Allowed only one hit so far in 4 innings and a walk. Struck out 1 of 5, and that's a 13, and that'll be line to left field and an out. Roy White grabs it. Frank White, 64, and that is bounced to second. Picked up by Randolph. Throws over to Chambliss, 2 down. And it's Freddie Poncek. Here goes. And that's a 35. It'll be a bouncer up the middle, and that's through for base hit. So a single for Poncek. He's 2 for 2. He's the only one who's managed to get a hit off Ellis, and here's Buck Martinez. The 5, and that's a 66. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be in the gap. And coming around to score is Poncek, RBI double for Martinez. Drives one in the gap, and that's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. Rivers retrieves it, gets it back in to Randolph. No relay home as Poncek is too fast, and with 2 outs, he was going on contact. So it's 2-1 now. And it's Tom Poquette. Here's the pitch, and it's a 12. It'll be a fly ball, center field. Rivers takes a step back, makes the catch, and that retires the side. 1 run on 2 hits. And it's 2-1. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Thurman Munson leads it off against Hassler. 32, and that'll be a ground ball to second base, played by White over to Mayberry, out number 1. Lou Piniella next, 25, and that against a lefty, it's a line drive base hit to right. Piniella goes the opposite field, down there with a single. And here's Chris Chambliss. 12, and that'll could be a double play. And nope, going to go 1 play, and that's the first. Moving over to second base is Piniella. Two out. Runner at second. Here's Greg Nettles. Top of the 6th, 34, and that's bounced up the middle and through for a base hit. And center fielder's arm, he will score. The Yanks take a 3-1 lead. RBI single for Greg Nettles. He's 2 for 3 today. 2-out single. Big clutch single for Greg Nettles. Puts the Yankees up 3-1 against the Royals. And here's Fran Healy. Pitch is 6, a 16, and that'll be a fly ball to center field for the 3rd out. Right there is Otis. So 1 run comes in on 2 hits. Yanks take a 3-1 lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Amos Otis leading off, and that's a 44. That's ripped for a single. Center field lines it. Throws a rope. So Otis is on, leading off the bottom of the 6th. George Brett is next with a 52. That's going to be an error check. And that's a third baseman. It's going to be a 5-4-3. They turn it. Double play. So hit hard at Nettles. He goes to Randolph. Back to Chambliss. Around the horn double play. So the Yanks erase that leadoff single. Here's John Mayberry. 34, and that's line base hit. Strokes 1 to right for a single. And next up is Hal Mcrae with 6, and that is a 31, and that is going to be a check swing blooper, and that drops in. And advance its W arm. Nope, it will stop at second base. Mayberry just does not have the speed to make it to third on that, so he held up at second base. Here's Al Cowan. So Ellis in a little bit of a jam now. He's allowed 3 singles in this inning, and he's got first and second with 2 outs, and Al Cowan's but always dangerous. Al Cowan's up. Here's a pitch, and that's a 56. Struck him out, and he gets out of the inning. So no runs on 3 hits. And we move to the top of the 7th. The Yankees lead at 3-1. So Ellis with a big strikeout with runners on first and second, and Cowan's chased the fastball down and away. And top of the 7th, it's Randolph leading off. 16, and that'll be fly ball. Can of corn to center field. Otis under it and squeezes it for the out. Fred Stanley's next. And that'll be a base on balls. 42, yes it is. It's going to bring up the top of the order, Rivers. So Randolph flies out, and it's a walk to Stanley. And here comes Rivers. And that's going to be a 25, which will be an out. Bounce to first. And it's going to be a 3-6-3 double play. Unless Mayberry's in W arm, he is not. They turn the 3rd double play of the game, and that ends the inning. 3 double plays for the Royals in this game. No runs, no hits, a walk, none left. We move to the bottom of the 7th. They barely got Rivers, who's fleet of foot at first base, but they got him. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, the bottom of the order. Frank White leading off. Here's Doc Ellis. In the 7th inning now. It's an 11, and that is a comebacker right to Ellis, who throws out White. 1-3 if you're scoring at home. And Pontic is next, and that's going to be a 23, and that'll be strike 3. Pontic doesn't like it. Saying something to the umpire, the home plate umpire. Better watch out. Here's Buck Martinez. 2 outs now. And that's a 61, which will be a fly ball right field. Both Rivers and Piniella come together, but it's Rivers with the catch, and that retires the side. 3 up and 3 down. At the top of the 8th. Got a good ball game here, 3-1 at Kansas City. Royal Stadium. Top of the inning, it's Roy White. Here's a pitch to Roy White from Andy Hassler, the lefty. We're in the 8th, and that's a 55. That's going to be a drive, and it's going to get cut off for a single. But White's going to try to steal. There he goes, and it's going to be a pickoff, a potential pickoff at first base. And he is safe. He is back safely. Oh, actually, that's a potential error on the pitcher. A potential error on the pitcher, and he does not commit an error. So Munson's still up. All right. Here's a pitch again to Munson. That's a 43, and that'll be an out. Ground ball to short, and here goes again. Pontic flips to White, back to Mayberry. 6-4-3 double play. If you see this game, you'll be like, hey, this game has too many double plays. I can assure you it does not have the right amount. But it just so happens that, the Kansas City Royals won their division. They have an excellent defense, and with Andy Hassler, he's a ground ball pitcher. That got him 2 of their double plays. The fact that Andy Hassler's an excellent fielder, a ground ball pitcher. All right, Lou Piniella's up. Oh, it's 2 outs now. Lou Piniella's up. Here's a pitch. That's in 31, and that's bounced up the middle and through past the glove of Pontic, who got closest to it. That's a single for Piniella. Piniella batting .299. Now he's got his average over 300. In reality, he batted .281. He's been up and down. Lately, he's been hitting. For a long time, he's batting .220, .230. Chambliss is up with 1 on and 2 outs, and 27, 22, 29, 30, 31. This is the potential last batter for Hassler. And the 51, shortstop error, and nope, it's going to be a ground ball to Pontic, flips to White, and that retires the side. fielder's choice, force out. So no runs, 2 hits, 1 left, and Chambliss bounces out. Go to the bottom of the 8th now. Billy Martin's going to keep a close eye on Ellis. He's pitched an outstanding game. He's allowed only 6 hits so far and 1 run. Tom Poquet's the top of the order. He's going to have to face the toughest part of the order here. Poquet, Otis, Brett, and then Mayberry cleanup. Here's a pitch to Poquet, an 8. That's an 11, and that is a 1-4 walk. But no, it's going to be a fly ball. This one to center. Rivers on the run, and Rivers catches up to it for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-1 Yanks. Doc Ellis to Otis. Otis is 1 for 3 on the day, and that's a 44. That's lined, and it will go for a single base hit. Otis on with a single. Next is George Brett. Here's a pitch, and that's a 61, which will be an out. What kind? Oh, it's a bouncer to first baseman. Chambliss going to go to second for 1. Back to first. Is the pitcher a weak arm? No, he makes it, and it's going to be a double play. 3-6. Pitcher W, late covering first. Okay, 3-6-3 double play. That ends the inning. Sixth double play of this game. Second double play for the Yanks. 3-6-3 double play. All right, we go to top of the 9th inning. Going to try to see if we can get 2 complete games here. Greg Nettles leading off. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Top of the 9th, Greg Nettles. Here's the pitch, and that's a 56. Struck him out. Big swing by Nettles. Here's Fran Healy, and Fran Healy with a 53, and that is a drive to center. On the run is Otis, and a range play for Otis. He catches up to it. Put a little star there. And next is Willie Randolph. And a 35 will be a 1-18 base hit for Randolph. Slaps one to left center. I'm sorry, right center. He's on with a single. Fred Stanley. Here's a pitch. And 24 will be a potential hit by pitch, and it is not. We rounded it short, and it goes 6-4, fielder's choice, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody, 1 left, and we move to the bottom of the 9th inning. We got Sparky Lyle and Dick Tidrow warming up in the bullpen, and John Mayberry leading off here. Doc Ellis is still in there. Oh, actually, Hassler. All right, Hassler went 1 more than he should have. And we'll just bring in, we can, let's back up 1. And we'll move Hassler there for that one. Bring in somebody to finish it off. It'll be Bird. And it really doesn't matter because it was a 24, and even Bird, it was a 1-3, but the number was too high for hit by pitch, so it wouldn't have been a hit by pitch. That's off the batter card. Well, actually, it was Stanley with a 24, which was a 1-2, and that was too low. And Bird, even Bird, let's see, his hit by pitches, that is very, very high, but I doubt it. I mean, he could have a 20 hit by pitch. So Bird comes in for that last batter that I allowed sometimes you find, oh, here it is. Here he is. Yeah, hit by, yeah, he's okay. All right. He doesn't have a high hit by pitch number or anything like that. So here's John Mayberry against Doc Ellis. See if we can get a complete game out of Doc Ellis. Here's a pitch. It's a 9. It's a 33, and that's going to be ball 4. Not good. But Ellis, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's his last batter. Let's see if he can get through this inning. Hal Mcrae is next. So Healy flied out. And then a single by Randolph, and that's where we have to bring it up. Yeah. Okay. Nettles strikes out. Healy flies out. And a single by Nettles. Randolph, rather. And then that's when we brought in Bird. There you go. Fred Stanley then gets into a fielder's choice. And the bottom of the ninth, it's going to be a single, and now Hal Mcrae is up. Martin is going with Doc Ellis. Wants him to finish this. He's still okay. That's his 31st. That's his last batter. He allows one more base runner. He's got to get pulled. Here's a pitch. And it's going to be a 41. That's ball 4. And that's going to be it. Back-to-back walks. Not good. And we're going to go with Sparky Lyle. Closer extraordinaire for the Yankees in 76. So 3-1 Yanks, but here in the bottom of the ninth, the Royals have first and second on base. And first two batters reached on walks, and now Al Cowens going to face Sparky Lyle. Lyle will be a B. And let's do it. Here's a pitch. Cowens, 9. Ooh, it's a 46, and that's going to be a 54 with runners on base and 11. Wild pitch, and it is. Both runners move up. Tying runs are in scoring position. Yikes. Wild pitch by Lyle. So the Yanks playing the infield back, allowing a run to score. Here's Al Cowens again. That's a 43, and that'll be. Ooh, he's a B. That may be a base on balls. It could be a base on balls to load the bases, and it is. He walks Cowens, and that loads the bases. So Lyle loses Cowens, and that's going to bring up Frank White. Halfway, looking for the double play. Here's the pitch to White, and a 22, and that's going to be a 22 with a 19 is going to be an out. It's popped up. And that's in front of the plate. Excuse me, catcher Healy makes the grab, big out. Freddie Pontek, here's a pitch. Bases loaded. Yanks lead it 3-1. You're in the bottom of the ninth. Lyle on the mound. And that's a 12, which will be an out. What kind of an out? He hits it to short third base. And Nettles has one play. That's the first, and gets the out. Run will score. So we have the tying run 90 feet away now. And we get a pinch hitter for Buck Martinez. And it's going to be the righty Jim Wolford, the Wolf. Big opportunity for Wolford here to make a difference. He's facing the lefty, Sparky Lyle. He's got that deadly slider. Jim Wolford, how's he doing in the replay? Batting .299 with 12 stolen bases. In reality, he batted .249. But his stats are run by the replay game. So, all right. So Sparky Lyle checks in with Healy for the sign. Actually, with Munson for the sign. And he sets and deals. Second and third. 2 outs. And that's going to be a 63. It'll be a ground ball to the first baseman. Chambliss steps on the bag, and the ball game is over. The Yankees make it through the bottom of the ninth. Final score 3-2. Scored 1 run in that bottom of the ninth on 3 walks and a ground out. No hits in that bottom of the ninth. Lyle's going to pick up a save. So Wolford grounds out. And Doc Ellis picks up the victory. 11 and 6. Lyle with the save, his 13th of the year. Hassler takes the loss. He is lost 3 and 8. And no home runs in this game. And the Yanks, 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The Royals, 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. Yankees improved their record to 77 and 32. The Royals are at 64 and 47. I hope you enjoyed the game using no dice, using nothing but the fast action cards. Beautiful, beautiful game. Well done. Very easy to read cards. Outstanding. I highly recommend this game. There's no chart. As you saw, I did not use any charts in this game. Once you have the fast action cards, the only one that I think he added, although you have these little cards on the side for hit and runs and bunts, he added, I believe, one for the exotic errors, I believe, which is usually like a single and an error. That's usually what they are. But sometimes it's different. You got to just double check that. So anyway, but I didn't use any charts in this game. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pretty good game. I liked it. I'm glad that Ellis, let's take Ellis, see how he did with his ERA there. Gave up 2 runs in 8 innings, and he loaded to 384. That's pretty good. Ellis in reality had I don't have the ERA here, 1.28 whip. Anyway, this is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. And here's a box score. Pinello went 2 for 4. Nettles went 2 for 4. Randolph went 2 for 3. And 2 for 4 for Otis. And 2 for 4 for White. And that's about it. Take care. See you guys soon. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group and like and subscribe to my channel.